Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name's Shell and this is my fourth weigh-in at Slimming World. I've been to group this morning. It's a beautiful day outside. I had a lovely walk down there and as usual very nice class. I wasn't going to stay at class this week because it was, I don't know if this is countrywide or worldwide, but it was the Diamond Awards week this week, but that's given out to maintaining members and we haven't got any of those yet. So it was going to be a tasting week, but last week our consultant said that we wouldn't have a taste test week because we were too few really, we didn't have any Diamond members anyway. So I thought that was great, I would stay to class because I'm not eating outside meal times at the minute, which is suiting me fine and something that I'd like to stick to. And I was worried if I went there and there was lots of taste tests and things and I didn't eat anything, it might seem a bit offensive. But anyway, we weren't going to have a taste test this week, so I went along, and the group before us must be quite big because there was loads and loads and loads of food there left over. So there was plenty of it to try. A lot of people asked me, would I like to try this, that and the other, but I didn't try anything. And everyone seemed fine about it. No one seemed upset or a bit miffed that I didn't want to eat any of it. Even if I'd have wanted to, I don't think there would have been anything there for a vegan anyway, because it was mostly eggs and quark and free dairy food type things. So I don't think there would have been anything there anyway. I was worried about this. I was going to avoid it because of the taste test, because of an experience I had at Weight Watchers once. Now I don't know whether this still goes on or whether it's standard, but I used to go to Weight Watchers before Slimming World, and one day I went and she said, we're having a bake sale. And when I got to the pay-in counter, the whole pay-in counter was covered from one end to the other in home-baked cakes and biscuits and all kinds of things that really, I mean, I don't mean diet ones, I mean full-on cream, donuts and all kinds of things that people have baked themselves. I just couldn't believe it, I believe this went on a lot at Weight Watchers. And I didn't want to buy anything, and when I got to the counter they were saying, oh, but it's all for charity, we're selling them for charity. And so I thought I had to buy, so I came home with a big box full of cakes. And I really was trying to, because I was quite into Weight Watchers, I wanted to go and do well there. I was trying to explain to my other half why I'd come home from Weight Watchers with a great big huge box full of homemade, most fattening cakes on the planet. And I was trying to explain it to him and say, no, there's nothing sinister about it, really. No, it's just that that's what they do. And it's obviously wrong. There's something wrong with that, deeply wrong with that. Again, luckily for me, the cakes weren't vegan, so I gave them all away to the next door neighbour who made good use of them. But if they had been vegan, I'm sure I would have eaten them. And that's there's something very, very off with that. I hope they've stopped doing it now, because it's just not right. Anyway, everything at our group today was all sin-free or very low sin. It sounded like they had some nice things there, everyone was trying out. I got weighed this week and I've lost 3 pounds, which I was really pleased about. I wasn't sure how well I'd done. I didn't feel like I'd lost very much this week in my clothes and myself. But I was over the moon with that, having lost 3 pounds. And I got Slimmer of the Week. And what I got for being Slimmer of the Week was there's some lentils in there. I'm not sure which way around they go, but I'm very pleased with those because they're the ones that I like. A tin of baked beans, which will come in handy. I've got 2 lovely looking apples, which are my favourite. I have an apple every morning. A banana, you know what bananas look like, there you go. I got 2 of these bars, which I think they're Alpen Light bars, which I don't actually eat because I've stopped eating sugar. But I'll put those back in next week and I'm sure somebody will make good use of those. I have stopped eating sugar altogether. I'm an absolute and total sweetaholic. On the day I started Slimming World 4 weeks ago, I stopped eating all sugar and sweeteners, which I was eating loads of. I've not had anything sweet since I started, and I am in a firm belief that has helped me enormously. I really think that since I've stopped eating sweeteners and sugar, that I feel completely different. I just don't feel the same obsession with food, so I'm hoping that's going to carry on. I also got these cherries, nice big tub of cherries. I love cherries, they're really nice. And also this, which is a sweet pepper stir fry. What a good idea to put in a Slimmer of the Week bag. I'm going to have that for tea tonight. I've got another cabbage in the fridge, so because this stir fry probably wouldn't do me on my own because I eat a lot. So I'm going to do this stir fry. I'm going to add some cabbage to it, add some onions, and then probably put a tin of chickpeas on, and that'll be tea. That'd be lovely. I'll do the same for my other half, but he'll have chips and probably sausage rolls or something with his. So you can work it out so that you don't have to cook everything double. You know, my hubby will eat that stir fry and enjoy it. So this week I've done my usual. I had every morning I had an apple, 40 grams of oats, 10 grams of nuts for 3 sins, 10 grams of chia seeds for 2 sins. And then speed food and protein for dinner, and for tea, speed food and protein again, but sometimes with a bit of rice or a few new potatoes, and then 2 squares of dark chocolate before bed. And that's been the same every day, apart from one day when I had some tofu for 2.5 sins instead of beans, so that was for the protein. And another night I used a chili con carne sauce, you know, the packet dry sauces that you buy. I put that in the chili and it made 6 meals. And I can't remember what the make was that I used, but it was 6 sins for the packet. So, you know, when you spread it out over 6 meals, it's not very much. So another day I had an extra sin. So I've never gone over 9.5 sins during the week, and I've been full. I eat big meals. Every meal I have, I'm satisfied when I've finished, and it carries me over to the next meal. So I've never been hungry. Well, obviously I'm hungry between meals a little bit, but I mean I've never been ravenous and you know, pacing around the kitchen looking for things to eat. I've been able to get from one meal to another, and really eating 3 meals a day I found is also key. I think the 2 most important things for me have been the 3 meals a day and giving up sugar. That's what's helped me so far and what's getting me through. So I've now lost 13.5 pounds, just half a pound away from my Stone Award. So hopefully I would really like to get that Stone Award next week. It would be lovely to do that, and I think I can. I just stick to plan, carry on as I'm doing. I won't change anything, and hopefully next week I'll be showing you my Stone Award. So thanks again for everybody's videos that I've been watching. Always give me lots of encouragement. I sit down with my breakfast every morning and watch half an hour of videos, see how everyone's getting on, and they give me so much inspiration. So thank you very much for watching my video. If you'd like to give it a like or subscribe to see how I do next week, I'd be very grateful. Catch you next week. Bye.